Hey everybody, Sidewinder here with Static Impulse Gaming, and it's Friday, so we're playing World of Warships. Today I'm using my Tier 7 American cruiser, the Pensacola, and we are playing on the map Land of Fire. I do have Damage Control 1 and Defensive Fire 2 on the Pensacola. I also have the Catapult Fighter. Again, that's because I like to use the Pensacola for anti-aircraft, and I got lucky enough to have an aircraft carrier on this round. So I'm gonna go over towards this New Mexico at the beginning here and escort him. So hopefully he doesn't get taken out by any aircraft. I do have the aiming system modification 1, which drops my dispersion by 7% on the main guns. It also gives me plus 20% torpedo tube traverse speed, which doesn't really help me since I don't have torpedoes. But it does give me plus 5% to max fire on secondaries and minus 5% to secondary dispersion. With my secondaries having a range of about 4.5 kilometers, it helps out a little bit. Preferably in the Pensacola, you don't really get within the range of your secondaries because you do have very thin armor, and if you're in that range, I mean, destroyers can citadel your ship at that point. I do have a range with my main guns of 15.7, and right now, like I said, I'm starting off the round. I'm heading over towards this New Mexico, and gonna see if I can stick with him and escort him down to wherever he decides to go and provide some anti-aircraft / anti-destroyer support for him. I do have the basic firing training commander skill, which gives me minus 10% to reload on secondaries and plus 10% to the average damage per second of my anti-aircraft guns. I have expert marksman, which gives me plus 0.7 degrees turret traverse speed on my main guns. Superintendent, which gives me an extra consumable. That's why I have 5 of the fighter and the defensive fire. And I have manual fire control for anti-aircraft guns, which gives me plus 100% damage to my anti-aircraft guns over 85 millimeter once I designate a target. I think there's 8 anti-aircraft guns on the Pensacola that are over 85 millimeters, but it definitely helps out. And our aircraft carrier got pretty lucky with his bombers. He spotted this destroyer trying to sneak up the side of the map, and I'm assuming he was trying to go for our aircraft carrier. So I was at a slower speed trying to stay with the battleship. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up to full speed and try and cut off that destroyer. I'm going at an angle in front of him so that hopefully I can get within his detection range of the side of the map before he gets far enough up the map to sneak past. So I'm trying to get over there and take him out. Also, being a little ways ahead of the battleship, I can spot torpedoes, hopefully in time for him to be able to dodge them. As I said before, anytime you see a destroyer broadside like that, just assume they're launching torpedoes. So I'm trying to keep a general direction of bow on, but I am turning a little bit to the side to get my guns on him. And there's that wave of torpedoes I was talking about. So turn into them and dodge that set of torpedoes. Now I'm just heading straight at the smoke, and my assumption is he probably moved in the cloud of smoke. So I don't know if he tried to back up or if he went forward. I'm just shooting blindly at it. Once I get close enough, I'll be able to see him. And I'm expecting another set of torpedoes to be coming out here soon, because he has had quite a bit of time since the last time he launched his. And he is broadside to me, so take a couple of shots, and I am turning to dodge those torpedoes. Very lucky that I dodged them. My secondaries are going off, and he decided to go forward straight into me. That's actually, I don't usually ram in these, in any of my games. I typically try not to, so I've never actually gotten a die hard with my Pensacola, because you do have to survive the ram if you, in order to get the die hard. And he took about half of my health, but I ended up surviving, so that's kind of a first for me right there. Now with the destroyer gone, kind of making sure I stay in front of the battleship, but close enough to turn back into him if bombers start coming. And I saw the New Orleans up there, and he was not necessarily alone, but he was closer to me and kind of broken off from the rest of the pack a little bit. So I'm going to try and take a couple of shots at him. I misjudged his speed on the first one, but lucky for me, he's broadside, so I switched over to AP. And I'm going to see if we can't get a couple of hits on him. Got a decent amount of damage there. I was pretty happy with that. Looks like he's speeding up. You see his smokestacks went all the way back now, so he's gone full throttle, and he's trying to turn so he's not broadside to me anymore. I think he knows I'm here. And I don't know if he was just trying to get behind the island or what, but he ended up turning himself back broadside to me, and to the New Mexico for that matter. Now he's gone behind the island, so I can't hit him anymore. And I was trying to decide which side of the island to go to. And it looks like the Atlanta over there had broken off from the rest of his pack, and he's trying to head towards us. Now I was going straight towards the south side of the island, and I decided, since they saw me going that way, and I can see that the New Orleans, it looks like he was just waiting on the other side of the island for me. I'm hoping I can get around to the north side of the island, where hopefully his guns are heading toward, or facing the south side of the island. So maybe I can get a surprise shot off on him, maybe a couple of citadels. And as I'm popping out on the north side, there's that Atlanta again. And he's beautifully broadside to me. He tries to take a shot with AP and does a little bit of damage, but not too much. and I've angled my armor so he can't, hopefully can't get any citadels or anything. I take another shot with my AP and 3 citadels. I'm just waiting to reload. I know I'm on fire, so I hit the repair because I can't really take any more damage. Take one more shot at him, another citadel, and get the kill. Unfortunately, that brings me down to 22 health, which basically, if they breathe wrong on me, I will explode. So I saw that Pensacola. He had already taken a shot at me, but he was broadside. So I knew I was going to die. I figured I might as well take a shot at him, and I got another citadel on him. I was pretty happy with that. It is only 10 minutes into the round, but I did over 54,000 damage already. I decided to go ahead and follow the New Mexico round. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the rest of this round for you guys. And this is the New Mexico that I was escorting. He does a pretty good job. Takes out that New Orleans that I was trying to chase. And then he avenges me by taking out the Pensacola. Once that Pensacola's gone, he really has nothing else over on his side, because that battleship, the New Mexico over there, gets taken out too. So at this point, now that he's taken out the Pensacola, I go ahead and switch over to the Hipper and just kind of watch as my team finishes off that New Mexico right there. And the Ranger actually does a good job of running. He keeps them at bay for most of the rest of the round. I think he gets taken out, what is it, about 5 seconds left in the round? No, 4 seconds left in the round. So he almost survived that round, but he does get taken out with 4 seconds left. It was not too bad of a round, especially considering I was out of the round within 10 minutes. That's unfortunately, like I said last week, the Pensacola may not survive every battle because it does have thin armor and it's pretty easy to citadel, especially if you give them a broadside. But you can do a decent amount of damage before you are taken out. So I got 54,177 damage in that round. 41 hits, 4 incapacitations, 2 kills. I got 1 set on fire, 5 citadels, 5 secondary hits on that destroyer before he rammed me. And that gave me the Die Hard and the ramming medal. I also got 1,969 base XP, and like I said before, for Pensacola, that's actually a pretty good round. I did do quite a bit of damage, even though I got taken out so early in the round, and I did my job by keeping my battleship alive and getting rid of that destroyer, so I was pretty happy about that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.